What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE making a huge move, a heated celeb confronts Randy Orton backstage, good news for Jacob Fatu, more bad news for Gable Steveson, Tony Khan asked the fans to trust him, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE making a huge move. Atop of today's news are kind of conflicting reports on what could be a major move by the WWE that affects numerous wrestlers and employees. The story broke last night when WrestleVotes tweeted, according to a source, there was an all-employee meeting today at WWE HQ in Stamford hosted by Mark Shapiro. I'm told the biggest news to come out of the meeting is that the WWE Performance Center will be moving to Las Vegas in the near future. This would be a huge move, as the Performance Center has been in its current location for years, and a move to Vegas would likely require many employees, not to mention wrestlers, to relocate. However, it's worth noting that TKO Holdings has made several moves to save money in operating UFC and the WWE by consolidating positions. While the news has major implications, Fightful Select reports emerged on August 27th, claiming that the WWE PC would move to Las Vegas from Orlando. WWE sources that Fightful Select spoke to that afternoon claim that it is false. The Fightful report stressed specifically, we're told that Mark Shapiro was making a point that Las Vegas is a sports and entertainment destination and that having a WWE presence there is on the table. WrestleVotes followed up on the report with the following: I've reached back out to the source after the follow-up from Sean Ross Sapp. They are still confident in our initial report about Vegas. I'm told this is also not an overnight thing and could take some time. So in the end, time will tell. The WWE relocating the Performance Center to Las Vegas would be a major move, and news the company doesn't want to get it out until it decides the time is ready to announce it. Consequently, it could be in the WWE's best interest to refute the story. As WrestleVotes commented, this is a story that will either be confirmed down the road or shown to be inaccurate. Next up, a heated celeb confronts Randy Orton, as bold claims coming from rapper Machine Gun Kelly concerning a confrontation he allegedly had with Randy Orton. Kelly, a friend of the WWE superstar Logan Paul, has appeared at some WWE events, including this year's SummerSlam. Kelly was on Paul's Impulsive podcast and discussed what happened. MGK saw Orton backstage, and this made the rapper remember how Orton criticized him before. I was in the ring just coming to Logan to see what we could work out for the show. I saw Randy Orton. I remember seeing Randy Orton talk some shit about me. There's a point where I was like, I'm going to practice a new version of myself. 3, 2, 1, F that. Hey man, F you. MGK claims that he's often accused of being the aggressor in the situations like this, which he claims isn't true. Thus, when he did confront Orton, all my boys were sitting there stunned. Is this real? I don't know what's happening. The amount of people that pin me as the aggressor in every situation I'm in are so wrong. Despite his allegation, the Viper is apparently denying it. As Ringside News notes, Randy Orton clearly heard what Machine Gun Kelly had to say about the backstage confrontation, but he seemingly denied it by putting an emoji of a long nose, implying that Kelly was lying. Kelly responded to Randy's tweet with 2 tweets of his own. You have my number, and you know why I have it, by the way, but I won't even put you on blast for that. Check your texts. And cameras were rolling, tell WWE to put that out. But while fans may never know what happened or didn't happen, wrestlers have always had to deal with people trying to boost their reputation by calling out wrestlers on social media or in public, or even trying to put their hands on wrestlers. It's understandable why Randy Orton would want to give this situation as little of his time as possible. Do you think there was any confrontation? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, good news for Jacob Fatu. Now it's good news for the Bloodline's enforcer Jacob Fatu, as the WWE recently shared a video of the Samoan werewolf at a live event walking around without his walking boot. This is great news for Jacob, who is already a major player on SmackDown, and kayfabe bad news for the many WWE superstars likely to run afoul of him in the ring. Next up, a WWE superstar signs a new deal. Fans of Los Lotharios, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo can take comfort knowing that the team isn't leaving the WWE. A new report from Fightful Select states that Humberto Carrillo has signed a new deal to stay with WWE. Now, you may recall reports of Garza signing a new deal, and now Fightful is revealing Carrillo re-signed around the same time Angel Garza, and Fightful Select has learned it is on a multi-year deal that matches up with Garza's. As of now, the duo are expected to continue teaming together and have been appearing on screen with Santos Escobar of late. While Los Lotharios haven't done much other than putting other talent over, there's always hope the WWE will reconsider the two wrestlers' value and push them. Next up, Mika returned to comments on Uncle Howdy match. Uncle Howdy's debut match against Chad Gable on this week's Raw has wrestling fans talking, but what does Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy's sister, think about the match? this being Dallas's first official match in many years. Bo's sister Mika Rotunda posted a lengthy message on Instagram about her thoughts on the match, excerpts which follow. Before I talk about the homage, I want to brag on just Taylor for a second here. Last night was Taylor's first full match in 5 years. For those who may have missed the news, Taylor actually broke his neck on October 2019. He came home to heal, then COVID hit, then he got in the best shape of his entire life, and then he was released in 2021. Mika also commented, "I'm a lot of emotions for my brother, but proud will always stand as number one, no matter what, and last night, Taylor did something that most could never muster the courage to do, rise again." Mika praised everyone involved on camera and behind the scenes, also praising how Uncle Howdy's costume incorporated parts of the Fiend's costume into it. Uncle Howdy made a fantastic first impression with fans as well as his family, a sign that big things are ahead for Bo Dallas and the rest of the Wyatt Six. What do you think of Mika's comments on our brother's bout? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Ricochet booked for a one-on-one match on Dynamite. Now that Ricochet is all elite, what's next for the former WWE superstar following his debut in the Casino Gauntlet match at Sunday's All-In pay-per-view? Wrestling Inc. reports that the future of Flight is booked to take on Kyle Fletcher, an opponent he's never faced in one-on-one action. While there's no story driving the match, Wrestling Inc. noted that there's plenty of back and forth bickering on social media between the two. Ricochet fans have big expectations for AEW booking him well, a situation that could prove disappointing considering how many other WWE superstars have jumped to AEW only to disappear from television after a few weeks. Do you think Ricochet will defy the odds and become a star in AEW? Next up, Tony Khan asked the fans to trust him. Some fan outrage has apparently spurred AEW president Tony Khan to comment on a booking decision for tonight's Dynamite. Inside the Ropes is reporting many fans were surprised and annoyed to see that Jericho, Big Bill, Brian Keith and Roderick Strong would team up on Dynamite to take on Hook, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly and Mark Briscoe, with many comments stating that they were done with the Jericho and Hook feud. Chris Jericho has been under fire by some fans who feel it's time to hang up his boots and that his recent program with Hook further made the case. As for the decision to continue the feud, Tony Khan tweeted, "Sometimes you just have to trust me. I expect this match to rock." AEW fans will have to wait and see whether Khan's plans work out well or whether he has egg on his face. Next up, bad news for Gable Steveson. As bad news for the Olympic gold medalist and former superstar Gable Steveson, as he appears that his NFL dreams suffered a setback. NFL Network reported the Bills are waiving DL Gable Steveson, sources say. Former wrestler is a developmental prospect, so this won't be the end of the line for him, whether in Buffalo as a member of the practice squad or elsewhere. As Steveson not making the team isn't shocking, as football is extremely competitive at the NFL level, where standouts in college football might not even make it to the NFL. What's shocking is how far Gable has come, considering he never played football before. Steveson had a rough road ahead, but as mentioned, he has options, and if he can improve enough, he might make it onto the team, especially given the many injuries that occur on the gridiron. And finally, an MVP health update. And last but not least, excellent news for MVP fans as a former superstar is reporting progress with his physical condition following stem cell treatment and physical rehabilitation. The former manager of the Hurt Business, just one of several accolades from his WWE career, posted a video of himself for training along with this message. MVP recently appeared at GCW Bloodsport, challenging Josh Barnett to a one-on-one down the road. With Lashley and Benjamin both free agents, some fans believe a Hurt Business reunion is inevitable. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.